What's up, you guys? Welcome back to WideBody Nation. I'm tired. Very tired for a lot of different reasons, but it's wearing me out the amount of times I get on Instagram specifically and see, please help, my Mopar got stolen. Here's the plate, here's the VIN, last seen in this place in Texas, or this place in Detroit, or Atlanta, or Chicago, you name it, right? And that's really the point here, folks. I'm going to get into Boosted Lucky's, his whole thing, and whether I think it's fake or not. But there's so many things about his scenario that in 2019 or 2018 might be considered acceptable. But man, if you're that high profile and you have that nice of a car that has probably $200,000 worth of work into it at minimum, and you got no trackers on it and no kill switches and no nothing, I mean, come on now, guys. Like, I have enough on this car right now that I barely drive that a thief would be screwed, because even if the thief got it started, it would get found. There are so many things on this car, and it hasn't taken me all but a few minutes, a couple of days to thread some stuff. Now, are there things in this car that could be hidden better, or could I have more on this car? Of course. But, you got these big YouTubers, big social media influencers that pitch all these products, but then, or maybe they don't, but they think that they are immune to the real world. You got all these people, oh, I never drive my car out of my sight, I never park it out of my sight, I never take it to sketchy areas, or that's not what it's about. Either your car is protected or it's not. And then people will go, oh, well, your product only protects from this way, or that product only protects from that way. Yes, that's the point. These cars are they're so desirable, they're so easy to part out. Uconnect sucks so much that you have to protect them 6 different ways to Sunday. And that's the whole point, because if you don't protect each way, then you just leave your car open that way. So I guess let's start talking about, Boosted Lucky situation specifically. So first off, he took the car out, and his excuse for not having a tracker, not even an air tag, was that his car had been ripped apart at whatever performance shop he uses in Texas for months and months and months, so didn't need a tracker. Now, that's a fine excuse and all, but like, shops leave cars in and out overnight, so having at least an air tag, or at least a car lock, or at least some sort of just dinky tracker would be like bare minimum. Because watch his video, and I'll link the video, but he is the 99th millionth person to prove that Uconnect does not do anything for you guys. Uconnect is trash. They are garbage. And then the Uconnect tracker can be disconnected so easily. So, I guess off the rip, before we get any farther, am I happy that he got his car back? Yes. Am I kind of annoyed by the fact that he had no tracking, no nothing, no preventative measures? Also yes. And a lot of y'all are always in the comments, oh, I got my 9, oh, I got my this, my that, fishing rod. What could we call them? Fishing rods, like, yeah, okay, cool. You want to go get in a fight where you're exchanging rounds with people? Like, if you feel like that, then that's a cool thing to do, I guess. But most people who have actually been in those type of fights understand that it's probably not something you want to do if you have the chance to not do that, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it's one thing if someone breaks into your house while you're minding your own business, sleeping or doing your own thing, and you need to defend yourself. But it's another thing if you're going out, your car got stolen because you didn't protect it properly, and then you need to go out there and in a public area, you're getting into a fight with someone where you're potentially exchanging rounds. Like, people who are advocating for that are either not right in the head, or they haven't been in that type of fight before, because people get real, people get real small, they get real skinny when those things start flying around. And I'm choosing my words wisely here. I'm avoiding certain words to, you know, prevent demonetization and all that garbage. But like, I think you guys understand what I'm saying here. So I got Boosted Lucky's video up right here. You know, the first thing he goes over is how the car was actually stolen, and he does show the video. He does show, you know, the video of the car getting stolen, and I'll play it here without any volume. But basically, they roll up in a black Cadillac CTS or ATS, and they get in and they reprogram a key. We all know that that's a vulnerability. I have a key programmer right there in my garage. It cost me about $500. The only thing that I failed to do with my key programmer was actually like buy a red key. And so what thieves do is they do it's called an all keys lost reset. And you can even do it with that $500 crappy one that I have. Now, if you have the $2,000 key programming and diagnostic tool, it works better, but you can still do it with the crappy like cell phone. It literally is like this big. All you need is the key programmer, a Chrysler 12+8 cable, which bypasses the security module on these newer models, and you need a red key, and then you need a car to steal, right? So it's really not that hard. For less than $1,000, someone can drive away with your, you know, $96,000 Hellcat, or in Boosted Lucky's case, you know, your $200,000+ built motor, I assume it's a built trans, you know, $5,000 bead locks, you know, all that stuff. So, you know, I guess like he said in his video, he just got caught slipping. So next thing is he turned to social media. Now, you know, he has hundreds of thousands of people on every platform that are looking out for him, which is great, but he got lucky. I mean, the thieves that he was dealing with got cocky and then just parked it within like an hour or two of where they stole it from, which is, that's a bold move, you know, thinking that people wouldn't, they knew it was his car. They, you know, it was local thieves, and he is local to Dallas and obviously in Texas. So he got lucky. You know, if I was that thief, I would have just started parting the thing out as soon as possible, so that if he did find it, then you still make out. You know, the only thing they stole from that car were, you know, the stuff that was in the trunk and in the center console and stuff that was easily grabbable. They didn't even steal his nice wheels. Like, he had nice, I think they're RC Comp bead locks on the back. They're 15s. He's got regular Mopar wheels up front, which those sell for quick money ASAP. Mopar wheels go quick. Two wide-body Mopar wheels in decent shape, that's a quick grand right there at minimum. So he got lucky. He was dealing with thieves that were either too cocky or just too dumb to do smarter things. And I mean, we see that all the time. I mean, all these people are doing all these types of crimes, you know, not just thieves, but people who've been doing worse stuff. That they're subpar humans. So like, they're not very good at it, but soft targets are soft targets. So, I mean, a baby with these type of weapons could do some damage, but they're subpar humans. So, you know, obviously when his car got stolen, if there was any type of tracker, and he said he brought his AirTag into the tattoo shop with him, but you know, that's why I advocate for multiple AirTags. I advocate for you literally designating 2 AirTags and hiding them around the vehicle. And then I recommend you put one of them in like an incognito mode, and then I recommend you put another one in a findable mode, like where anybody can see it, because then that means the thief is going to start looking for your AirTag. That thief looking for your AirTag will then distract your thief from your car lock or your Trackhawk GPS or your Viper alarm system or your CompuStar or you name it. You know, I have Mopar EVTS and I have car lock in here, among some other things, including AirTags, which I've already told you all about. So the more tracking solutions you have in your car, the more, you know, if you have a kill switch, if a thief is looking for a stupid AirTag, they're not realizing that your starter is on a kill switch, and they can't even start the car. And that's, you know, there are certain ways to protect your car from getting stolen that make it a lot harder for the thief, not just a little harder. So like, for instance, if you have a kill switch on your car, even if they reprogram a key, they still can't start the car unless they figure out the kill switch setup. Now, obviously, the kill switch thing still, it relies on your neutral strap being protected, but I mean, y'all already know about the neutral strap, and if you don't, then you should check out destroyer1320.com. But, you know, we always advocate for people to basically get at least one of everything to protect their car, so that if the thief defeats one, they're still going to get caught or thwarted by all of the other things you have. If they reprogram a key, which in theory they should not be able to if you got your Dodge update, or if you have like if you have a taser, or if you have a IGLA pin code system, any of those should ideally prevent them from reprogramming a key. But you know, if you're covered from key reprogramming, and you have 3 different types of trackers, and you have your neutral strap protected, and you have a kill switch, and you have tinted windows, and you have wheel locks, and you always park your car either in a very publicly visible area, or when it's at your house in a garage, or in a place where it's out of sight, out of mind, you know, all of those together will result in your car most likely not getting stolen, and probably not even messed with. And that's the thing. It's like, out of sight, out of mind, parking in places where it's either too visible to steal or invisible to everybody. I mean, you know, we're going down rabbit holes here, folks, but short story long, you know, Boosted Lucky got his car back. You know, whether it was staged or not, whether it was partially staged or whatever, after watching his video, it doesn't seem to me that it was like staged or for clout or whatever. I think he was really lucky that he got it back, like really, really lucky. And like a tiny bit of that is props to him as far as like building the network, building the social media apparatus to be able to blast it out. But like even he said it in the video, he got caught slipping. He got caught with a built, nice public figure car getting stolen, and he didn't know it was stolen for over 30 minutes because he was in a tattoo shop, even though he heard commotion outside. I think the car got stolen at like about 5 p.m. and he didn't figure out it got stolen until about 5:45. That's pretty bad. You know, the car lock here that I have in the car that's just plugged right in the OBD2 port. A lot of people crap on car lock, but it's like, that's the whole point. If someone unplugs that thing from here, my phone gets this really annoying siren notification that says someone unplugged your car lock. And it's like, all right, cool. At least now I know that someone's messing with the car. So it's, if the car is right with me, I'll go check it. If the car is at home while I'm at work, then I call my wife, or I call someone to go down the street and be like, hey, what's going on? Or I check the security cameras, all that stuff, you know? But the fact that he got his car back without any trackers is a little bit sus, but again, he's got a big enough following, and he's local to the Dallas area that it's not unbelievable. So I guess just let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Am I glad he got his car back? Yeah. Does he need to get that thing protected like yesterday? Obviously. But you know, I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised that big name people, their stuff gets, I mean, you see demons get stolen. I mean, damn, you got a demon, and your demon gets stolen and you can't get recover it because you didn't put like 3 different trackers on it. That's crazy. So that's pretty much it, folks. I'm tired. Tired for a lot of reasons, so you could probably tell in the video. But if you guys have read the news about, you know, what happened at Fort Campbell recently, then you might know a little bit more of the reason why I'm tired. But that's all I'm going to say about that. If you know me, then you can talk to me about it directly. But it's just been a long 2-3 weeks around here. So then, you know, I go to the Slush Motorsports Festival, and it's that same night before, Boosted Lucky's car gets stolen and some other high-profile guy's car gets stolen. It's just like, you know, I feel like every other video people make on Mopar channels is about cars getting stolen or car security, and kind of as it should be right now, because everyone needs to lace up and protect their Mopars so we can continue on with normal car people stuff and not like car theft only stuff. But, you know, yeah, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. You don't have to protect, like, there's so many products out there that it's not just our product that you need to protect it with. Like, Go out there, support all these other businesses, get your cars protected from all these different people, because the more things you have on that car, the more problem it's going to be for the thief to, first of all, steal it, and then second of all, get away with it. If enough of our cars are protected and enough of these thieves are getting caught or getting almost caught multiple times, or getting into these cars and being like, what is going on here? I cannot start this car. I can't push it. I can't do anything. Then they are either going to move on to a different type of car, or the worst thing they're going to do is just break in, try to get your stuff out of the interior, you know, your wallet, your phone, your cash, your gun, your whatever, and then they're going to bounce. And at least you won't have to deal with a stolen car. So I'll probably do a follow-up video on Boosted Lucky situation as more information comes out. I can walk you guys through like how the insurance process goes / what went for him, because there's multiple insurance claims you have to file when your car is stolen, if you guys didn't know that, but you might because you watch my videos. But to wrap it up, Uconnect sucks, and go protect your car at destroyer1320.com. Use code WBN for 20% off. And we are looking at a price increase again due to some issues we're having with supply chain and manufacturing and some other things. So I would get it sooner rather than later. If you already have one or you want to order in bulk, hit us up. We have, you know, we've continuously improved the product. So, you know, maybe you have an old model, we can look into getting you set up with a newer model, or if like you have a car club and you want to do like a bulk order, we can offer you special pricing on, you know, orders of 5, 10, 20, 50 or more, stuff like that. If you have a dealership and you actually have a couple of brain cells rubbed together and you want to work something out, then hit us up. You know, dealerships think that our product doesn't do anything, and that's just because they don't care. Most dealerships, honestly, right now want their cars stolen, because most dealerships are so upside down in their cars right now. They paid way too much for them. You know, they want their cars stolen because dealerships are out here like trying to file insurance claims to stay above water. So dealerships, most of y'all are clowns, so hit me up or not, I don't really care. But appreciate y'all for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and I'll see y'all for the next video.